Hey, my tribe. This is Queen Amina Black Love coming at you this morning with a topic about matricide. Matricide is when one murders their own mother. Found this to be an interesting topic. I can remember vividly back in the year of 2012 when this young man by the name of Kwame Wilson, also known as rapper QC, had his own mother murdered. I was just so intrigued by it and bothered by it. But this young man, what he did was hired someone to go into his mom's home, fake an invasion robbery, and have his mother killed. So the story goes he had a young man. This young man's name was Eugene Spencer. He was the one he hired to do the murder, and then they had a driver by the name of Loriana Johnson. It was said that she dated Kwame for some time. Anyway, he had this young man go to the house, I guess fake a robbery, and then kill his mom. It said that the young man called him after he, went in and did this to his mother, and says Kwame told the young man, make sure the bee is dead. So the young man went back, and I'm not sure his mother, Kwame's mother, was stabbed and shot. So I'm not sure which one was done first, but he went back and finished her off, so to speak. This young lady, her name was Yolanda Holmes, 45 years old. She was a salon owner. It said that she did a lot of things in the community, like have back-to-school bashes, give toys away to young kids for school or Christmas, and school supplies for school. So they were just tried recently here, and Kwame was sentenced to 99 years in prison. Eugene Spencer, the actual killer, was sentenced to 100 years in prison, and Loriana Johnson, 23 years of age, was the driver. She had 14 years, sentenced to 14 years for her part in this awful tragedy. It was said that Kwame was pretty much spoiled. His mom gave him everything he wanted and stuff that he didn't even need. Bought him a Mustang, kept him in the latest gear, designer clothing. It says she catered to him because she didn't want the streets to swallow him up, and she didn't want him to have to do gangster stuff to get what he wanted. Ain't that a good? Killed his mom. It said that they had some kind of disagreement, and that set him off. So he decided he wanted to get rid of her to get her money. She had a $90,000 savings that he pilfered. Went in and pilfered and went to the mall and threw it out in the parking lot for his fans, so he says. And this young man, Eugene, was promised $3,500 for the kill. Actually only received $70 in the end. So, he was pretty much a spoiled kid. Mom gave him everything he wanted. When she decided to tell him no for something, this is how it ended up. So this murder for hire was strictly evil. He even told the cops he did it for financial gain. So this happened just out of greed. This young man's father, Jeffrey Todd Wilson, is serving a life sentence for murder. He was known as a West Side gang leader. He was arrested in 1993. And so it's just really tragic. And you look at these things and say, why did it happen? Well, for him, it was strictly greed. And these things happen not very often. I haven't heard, a lot of cases, but this case just really bothered me to the core. But just recently, there was this guy by the name of Jermaine Riley, who murdered his mom. Now, evidently, his sister, her name is Maya Riley. She's known on Instagram as Maya Posh. She's supposed to be a pretty famous Instagram model. Anyway, he was her brother actually killed her mom. He's 24 years old. This story happened in Vacaville, California, Halloween last year. Murdered his mom. They're saying that there have been calls to the house on numerous occasions for arguments and fighting. And there's also been mental illness cited in this case. So I don't know, just what the gist of it is. He did spend time in a mental institution. Like I said, not a lot of information out there about it. But he is still in custody, and he faces up to 25 years to life. prison. And I wanted to concentrate on men initially, but these stories don't happen a whole lot, thank God. So I remember also hearing about these twin sisters out of Conyers, Georgia, Jasmia and Tasmia Whitehead, 16 years old, confessed to killing their mom. They did a plea agreement, and they're going to serve 30 years in prison for the murder of their mom. But on January 13, 2010, they flagged down the police and told them that someone had killed their mother. These girls actually cut her, bit her, nearly severed her spinal cord, then dragged her to the bathroom, submerged her in a tub of water, left the house, got a hitchhiked, walked down to a store, hitchhiked a ride to school as if nothing happened. So after school, of course, is when they, made the plot to say, oh, somebody killed my mom. These girls also had a history of domestic violence issues with their mom. It says they went back and forth between mom and grandma over the years, and actually had just landed with mom not too long and had a disagreement with mom about something, and actually murdered their mom. So this case, you can't call it mental illness or greed. They didn't take anything but their mom's life, so they were just, I don't know, for lack of better words, evil, and knocked off their mom. I can't imagine at any level, at any time, actually taking the life of the person who actually gave me life. It's odd and strange, and just something I was kind of interested in and wanted to talk about a little bit. But what do you all think? There's more cases around the country, around the world, yes. Said that 97% of these issues, when they happen, it's actually the son that kills the mother. It's just something that I can't wrap my head around, and a subject that I just wanted to speak on. Some of you may have heard it, some of you may have not heard it, but it speaks of it in the Bible. It speaks of end times, and this is something that, is happening right now. Not a lot of coverage on a lot of it, but it does happen, and it's such a sad situation. So anyway, just wanted to bring this topic to you because I think it's worth talking about. I think it's worth, having studies done. I think it's worth trying to find some kind of way to stop this type of thing from happening. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know if, these things you think happen mostly because there is mental illness, even though it happens for certain different reasons. Can we lump mental illness being the cause? Because I just can't understand how it could ever happen. Anyway, this has been Queen Amina Black Love. Thanks for joining me. Hit that like button, subscribe. Have a great day. Much peace and love to you.